Hey y'all, welcome back to Mama Loves Manga, and welcome back to the Yuricast. This is our episode 1.5 because it's a little special, a little bit unexpected, a little bit impromptu. And of course, I am here with my friend and co-host, Laethas.
Hello.
And we're just gonna talk to y'all about these 3 interesting Yuri doujinshi from Irodori Sakura, which is an imprint of Irodori Comics. These were sent to us for review, just to let y'all know. But our thoughts and opinions are our own, because we keep it real, especially me. I mean, Laethas too. You're pretty honest.
Yes.
So, I guess, did we get all of that out of the way? Did I do the introduction
We should
well?
also probably mention that these are R18 works, so if you are not of the age majority in your country, please leave. We do not want you here, at least not right now.
Now that we've got all of that stuff out of the way, let's talk about these doujinshi. The first one, I'm over here getting my stuff together. So the first one is called Show Me How You Do It, and it's by the artist Mira. Laethas, since you're the guest on this channel, I'm gonna go ahead and let you kind of give your thoughts, your initial thoughts.
I get to go first?
You get to go first.
Right. Now, this is the first work by Mira. There's another one that we'll get to after this one. That's a sequel to this one, so you'll get to hear double dosage of this mangaka, of this creator. But Show Me How You Do It. It's about 2 office ladies, and they're in a relationship that is very spicy. And the way this one kicks off is, they're having fun as people do in the late hours of the night. Only to find out that one of our girls, she put on the wrong camisole, went home with it, and she got a little intimate with it. And when questioned about it at work the next day, things got a little spicy because her coworker, who is her lover, was able to induce or deduce what had been going on the night prior that she was unaware of at the time. So, fun and interesting stuff go on after that. The title is Show Me How You Do It, and this is kind of what kicks off that little that title, if you know what I mean by where this title ended up going.
Oh man, just listening to you explain that, just my cheeks are burning because I'm having a flashback to reading it. I personally really liked this one. I liked the couple. The light-haired girl, at least in my opinion, she just seemed really fun.
I think they both seemed fun.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, fair. They are both very fun. But I feel like the blonde hair, which I really wish I had remembered their names, but...
the blonde girl is Maika. Or Maika.
Yes, Maika. So she is... Because, like, in these sort of stories, there's gonna be a little bit of, like, an archetype. Like, each character is gonna kind of fit into a specific box, at least somewhat. And Maika was the more
aggressive.
Yes, definitely the more aggressive, kind of like lecherous one.
Openly so, at least.
Yes, and I really appreciate that. Like, I love like women characters who are written that way, especially in hentai. It's so fun to me because you don't get to see it that often. Usually it's, the demure and like, oh, I don't want this, but I do want this. And so I always gravitate toward the more aggressive, like open ladies who she just really, the way she enjoyed seeing her woman do the things that she was doing. I was like, yes, I love this.
But she wasn't of the opinion that she had to do them alone. No, she elected to go herself first, so that
Yeah.
the dark-haired girl Aoi could feel a little bit more comfortable.
Oh, I guess we should clarify that. So the whole like show me how, the title is Show Me How You Do It. And a big part of this particular, I guess, chapter is, how do I say, well, you know what? This is the Mama Loves Manga channel. I'm not worried about tainting Laethas. So basically, this is the main focus is like, I guess voyeurism, and they're watching each other pleasure themselves. That's the way I'll say it. Any of y'all who have been following me for a while individually, y'all know that's a thing. that's a thing that I like. And I was just so happy to see that. And I loved seeing how Micah really took care to make sure that is it Aoi?
Aoi.
Aoi? Aoi?
Aoi.
Aoi. I can't say it.
Yeah.
But to make sure that we'll call her A was comfortable.
At least comfortable in a, mental sense.
There was a cute moment where they were both like admitting that it was embarrassing, but also they enjoyed it. And that's, I don't know, although the artist specifically says in the I think there was like a little text before it starts where she mentioned that this was not meant to depict an actual relationship. It's fantasy, it's fun. Even with that, I think that it felt believable and realistic, because sometimes you do end up in embarrassing situations with your partner, but then you get through it because sex is fun. So, there isn't really any conflict as far as like their relationship. Like they are definitely into each other. There is no am I gay or am I not? Like that
was figured out way before the story started.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, they were already together when we started from
it's
jump.
Not just together;
like,
they were already, this is a couple.
Together. Ugh, I really enjoyed this one. And I guess like we can kind of segue into the next one because it is a continuation, and that one is After Hours Office Love. And I think there's more to. Is there more to this title?
There's like
silence me with the kiss. It's a very long title, and so it's the same couple. Which I don't think I told you this, but after I read the first one, I started reading After Hours. I thought they were two. Now that I look at the cover, it's obvious that it's the same couple. It's obvious that it's a continuation, but I wasn't really paying attention and thought that it was like a different couple for a second. And then I was kind of confused. I was like, hey, what's this couple doing here? And then I realized that it was a continuation. So there's Aisha being Aisha.
Hey, I thought it was a prequel initially, so.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense because it kind of, it does feel like that in the beginning. It seems like you're going to get.
They don't know each other yet, and
maybe.
Then later. That's not true. That's not actually what's going on.
Exactly. No. In this one, it's more so, we see A. What is her last name? Nakahara? Okay, I'll call her by her last name. So Nakahara, the black-haired one, she is, I'm guessing the implication is that she was not really confident in her job. And Micah was kind of there, like while she was there, they helped each other a lot, and pretty quick it's revealed that Maika is quitting and going to work somewhere else. And so then Nakahara is like, oh my gosh, you're leaving? But what I really liked about it is that there was that moment where I think Nakahara sees Maika in a cafe with another woman. And for a brief second, there's this, is this an affair? And then she's like, no.
Not possible.
We trust each other. Right. I really liked that moment because usually in romance in general, like there's almost always
messy.
Yeah, this was so healthy. Like instead of jumping to conclusions and getting mad, she, Nakahara was just like, oh, if it's a friend of hers, I'll ask her tomorrow. It's not that big of a deal. Like I'll just go somewhere else and not interrupt. And then of course she was rewarded with some bed play.
Office play.
Yeah.
It's not the first time that they've had fun in the office, though, is revealed. Apparently this is like a normal thing that happens to them, but...
So they end up having a little time in the office after everyone's gone, which, I mean, I knew. As soon as the night guard came up and was like, hey, everyone on this floor is gone, you're the only ladies here, I already knew. I knew it was finna happen. And so they had their time. And it's so nice to look at. It really is. I don't know how you feel about the art, but I liked it.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. I feel like the girls are women are very cute. And
they've got very big boobies.
They've got humongous boobies. Humongous. And here's the thing. In hentai in general, or just anime and manga in general, when characters have really big boobs, I have to remind myself, like, these are definitely fantasy big boobs. Now, we all know, everyone who watches me, we all know, I don't have those, okay? We know. So I'm not speaking from experience personally, but I have lots of, women friends and relatives who are very busty, and I can tell you for sure that really big boobs don't operate like hentai big boobs. They really do not. They don't look like that unless they are not real. Like, if your boobs are big, they are not going to be that perky. But it's fantasy. That's the whole point. We're supposed to, like, look at it and wish. There's a scene where they have some booby play, and that was interesting. I did not hate it. Basically, I did not hate this. Not even a little bit. This was fun. This was a fun read. I'm getting distracted as I'm scrolling. It
was a very good continuation.
Yeah,
I would like to see more.
Mm-hmm, same.
I want more Mira works.
I mean,
if you're listening and you understand English, we very much appreciate the work. And hope you continue to make more, because it is very good.
Yes. It's a little cute vanilla.
I mean, aside from the whole, going at it in the office thing.
That's, to me, that's vanilla. So, we've said a lot of great things about these first two. Do you have anything else to say about these two before we go on to the last one?
Read it in the order that is Show Me How You Do It, followed by After Hours. It's not one of those, it's a sequel, but you can read it out of order. This one, you could do that, but, some of the stuff in the former implies some of the stuff in the latter, and so it has some nice continuity there. Well, you certainly don't have to, and, obviously it's more expensive to buy both works if you just want to read one or the other, do what you will. But I would advise reading them from one to the other in sequential order, because it provides some context that is very nice.
Agreed. One thing I did want to say is that the translation, chef's kiss.
Spot on.
Chef's kiss.
It's so good.
So good. Also, the lettering is very nice, and it just so happens as I was scrolling
There's a lot of lettering work done.
Yes.
It's very well done.
Yes, and it just so happens that I'm internet friends with the person who lettered. And I didn't realize until I was looking at the credits, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, we follow each other on Twitter and we talk." So, good job, Mercedes, if you're listening to this. Did an excellent job. Like, everyone did an excellent job. All right. So let's go. I'm kind of stalling because but it's fine. Okay. So the next one, the last one. This is called A Heroines Isekai Monster Wives Harem. Just from that title, I'm sure y'all can tell that it's something. It's something. So
it's not what you expect, though, because there's no harem, at least not yet.
Not yet. So it definitely implies that there are going to be more of these, and right off the bat, I will be honest and say that I will probably read them out of curiosity. But I'm going to hold my opinion, and I'm going to let you go first again.
This is an isekai, as can be seen from the title. Normal person who, is a bit of an introvert, transferred to other world to do things, but this person is the super powerful hero that also happens to be an unbelievable, lust-filled incarnation of, I don't know, sexy time, I guess.
Yeah.
Much to her chagrin. Because the first person that she has to meet up with is the big, strong Amazoness girl who's the leader of the beast people.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And she's strong. And she's basically like, yeah, you gotta, pretend to be, the alpha dom, or she's gonna rip your head off. And she's like, what? She's like, yeah, that's what you gotta do. And you've got this, meek person who doesn't really know anything about anything, is like, okay, I'm gonna die. That's kind of how it starts.
It's this one. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm already the whole isekai, which I don't hate isekai, but one thing about isekai in general that we see a lot is the main, the protagonist, before they get isekai'd, before they get sent to whatever world, they're usually just this huge, for lack of a better word, loser. And it's so that does nothing for me. Oh, such a loser. Before,
it's the same character backstory every single time.
Every time. Which I get it, because it does give, it makes the other world exciting, and it's supposed to be character development, and they learn how to they learn who they are through being this other character. I get it. I know, but it's just
we don't have the he was just elected president of the super country, but just before he took office they transfer them. No, it's always the same loser type person.
Yes. And so with this, she the character, or I say character because they mention RPGs in here. They mention this is kind of like an RPG.
That's what all isekai
right,
worlds.
Exactly. So I'm just a character. I don't know if this is a game, but there are things that are mentioned, and it seems, in the way certain panels are, it's implied that maybe this is a game.
I don't think it's a game. I just think it's standard isekai. The mechanics of the world work miraculously identical to like some RPG that existed.
Right. And it's so I'm really trying. The thing is, long story short, this was not my favorite. And I'm trying to think of things that I did like about it. I think the art's cute, and so the beast wife or whatever, she was interesting. What did you think, Laethas, about
She's big. She's got muscles
other things were also big on her.
up top and down below.
That was a surprise. People who have watched my Thirsty Thursday videos, y'all know that I am not opposed to futanari. Okay, I know it's problematic in a lot of people's eyes, but it is what it is. I like what I like. Okay,
This is not that though.
it's not that, and it seemed it. I for a second I thought it was going to be that, like during the scene where the hero, the heroine, whatever, when they are in the act and she's like, "Whoa, what is this that I'm feeling?" And she's like looking. I thought, okay, is this gonna be
A phallic
what
object.
I think it's gonna be? And then it ended up being like her apparently, and it was explained in the story that the reason why this particular part on her was so big is because it's like a hyena's is also big like that. Like, it was so weird. It was strange. It was strange. And I'm into like furry stuff, and that really, I don't know. I'm very curious. I really am curious about like just what your initial thoughts were, because I was a little like,
I've
I
never
was
seen
surprised.
it done before.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that was new. Interesting. I don't really know what more to say. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
my thing, but I'm not like
Right.
disgusted by it either. It's just kind of a thing that
Right.
exists, and I'm like, okay, all right, that's how
Yeah.
this works. Also, a C-word warning, just in case that bothers you.
Wait, which C
Heads
word?
up.
CL or CU?
You
Oh, really? I missed that.
you must have missed that one. That was
I definitely missed
I was
that
not
one.
expecting that one. Be warned.
So
If that bothers you,
yeah,
be aware that this is there.
yeah, it wasn't for me, but I'm also just curious enough that I can see myself reading another one. Like, if they decide,
Because there are 4 more
to-
wives apparently that we
Yeah,
haven't
'cause-
seen.
yeah, I'm kind of curious about the other wives. I want to see what they are like, which I guess, do we even need to say like why there are wives? There's like this whole
No.
info dumpy
Yeah,
section.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not coming into this work wanting to know the intricacies of how this works. That's not why you.
You're
picked this
really
one
not.
up. So I
Right.
think that's fine to leave out.
Yeah, because this,
And if you are interested, go purchase it.
you can read it. Exactly. Yes. I mean, it's one of those that honestly I would say buy it just so that you can see what we're talking about, and then we can talk about it all together, because I really need someone else to see this. I'm just curious enough. I kind of want to see how the heroine, how she develops and
Yeah, because we don't
falls.
really get that, because it's all told in
No.
backstory, like when
Yes.
the hero was the actual hero, which was
Mm-hmm.
weird.
And I know, like, the artist at the end, they say that they really just wanted to write, they really wanted to draw
The Beast Girl.
just, yeah, the Beast Girl with huge boobies. Like, it literally says right here in the afterword that I want to draw a fantasy-ish Yuri story starring a fluffy, tanned blonde with a giant body, giant muscles, gigantic boobies, and the heroine who fucks her. Like, that's what and it's like, okay, I mean, go off, sis. And that's what this
That is an
that's what they
accurate
did.
description of what is in store.
If you're going into it and you're just reading it because you want to read like a wacky isekai that
Or Beast Girls are your thing.
or Beast Girls are your
Ripped,
thing,
tan Beast Girls.
with very large
Assets. Both on the top floor
Yeah.
and in the
the
basement.
top and the bottom, just everywhere, then I guess, yeah, then this is for you.
You'll love this if that's what you want.
It wasn't my thing. And it also depends on like it depends on why you read. I know some people read hentai because it's art. That's not why I read hentai. Okay, like, let's just be real.
I mean, you like the art.
Yeah. Really like the art. I would say definitely out of the three, it was my least
It was my
favorite.
least favorite as well.
Yeah, but it wasn't horrible, so I would still recommend it. At the very least, pick it up and laugh with us about it, and come tell me what you think about.
Or if you don't like Beast Girl, Monster Girl, anything like that, maybe this one isn't for you. But if that is your thing, and when we mentioned what the author wanted to write about, and you were like, "That's me," you'll probably get what you want out of this.
Yeah, and it's fun. I'm curious to see if they will continue with this. They implied in the afterword that they might be up to it. So
We got best friend character as well, so that'll be fun.
oh my gosh, I almost forgot about her. She was trying to kill her.
No, she was sad that her friend was about to be mauled by a beast.
I mean, later, like.
Well, she was
I feel
originally
like-
sad that her other friend, like, her spirit is just zooped out of there as our main character from the other world
Right.
came in to take her spot. And she's like, "Oh, my best friend's gone, and we didn't even get to have fun together."
Right, that was so. Oh my gosh, she's like, I think she even like slut shamed her a little bit. Like, I was like, dang girl, you're really salty that you didn't get a piece of her, I guess. So I'm kind of curious to see what might happen there. So maybe I'm a little bit more invested than I expected upon reflection. Like, I would be willing to read more of this just to see what happens.
Especially because there are other wives that are gonna definitely be vastly different than this one.
Yes.
They're all
Okay.
monster wives.
I'm kind of on board. I think I like this a little bit more than I thought. Like, I'm kind of on board. I want to see the other monster girls. So
In one of the
What do
panels,
we
it
need to-
looks like there's like a mermaid girl and a witch girl.
oh yeah, see, I like the mermaid one. That would be interesting. How would that work? See, okay. Now I'm intrigued, because here's the thing.
If you give
we
Aisha
saw
the mermaid, she'll be very happy.
Yes. Well, because, like, listen, hear me out. So we saw the Beast Girl and we saw her anatomy. Now I'm like in my head trying to picture, like, what would a mermaid's anatomy look like? How would that work? This one really, it has me tongue tied.
Maybe I would have liked it more if I wasn't riding high off of the other two, because those were
Right.
like I don't want to say perfect, but like I liked that. Like, that is the kind of setting that I like a lot. And so,
Yes,
coming off of
same.
that may have impacted things. Because I read these all, like, really shortly after one another. So that could have impacted my enjoyment. But I wouldn't say it's bad. If the sequel comes out, I, might take a peek at it just to see where it's going. But, this is really gonna depend on what you like. Because if you like what has been described, you're gonna like this one. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna really like this one. But if you don't care too much, this one may be more middling for you. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're the weird people. Maybe everyone else thinks this is the best one. I have no idea.
Right. And we're not here to kink shame or anything like that. I am the last person on this earth who is allowed to kink shame anyone.
I'm not going to comment on
there's
that
some
one.
people. Yeah, well, there's some people that I could shame, but for the most part, I'm not the one to shame. So, oh wait, you said you're not going to comment.
I'm not going to comment on that.
The fact that you know so much about me, and I know so little about you.
You know that I like the office lady Yuri as well, so.
So we have similar tastes. We have similar tastes. And so we both would highly recommend the office lady ones. And then we're going to say for the isekai, check it out if that's your thing. So I think I'm going to let you, since you are the guest, I'm going to let you tell the people what we will be talking about in the next episode.
I will tell the people, all the people.
Yes, there's so many of them.
I am the preacher up high. Will grant you all the knowledge that you so desperately desire. What was the originally scheduled broadcast over here on Mama Loves Manga of A Summer's End Hong Kong 1986 for episode 2. That's now going to be on my channel because we're flipping back and forth. Basically, that's a visual. Obviously, it's a visual novel. It's by the new studio, Oracle and Bone. They have a Twitter account. Go follow them. They're great. It is a visual novel about two girls in Hong Kong. They're adults, so yay. One of them works in an office, and one of them runs their own little shop in the shopping sort of district area. And it's about them, and it's great. You can get it on Steam. I don't remember exactly how much it costs. I think it's like $15 or $20. It's really good. Would recommend it. Art's good. Music's good. Character designs are phenomenal. I have played it. This will be Aisha's first time. So
yes,
I will let you continue on from there.
Yeah, so because I am who I am and I like to procrastinate, I have not played it yet. But I will be playing it soon. I really wanted to have it. I want to have it fresh in my mind, or relatively fresh in my mind. But I am so excited to play a visual novel for the first time. And I mean, it seems fitting to start with one that features ladies. So I'm very glad that you like it. Okay, I'm going to repeat that because my husband just closed the door and made a noise, and I'm pretty sure my microphone just...
I did hear the door.
Yeah. He came and brought me food. So, which I don't know. Anyway, this is going to be my first visual novel, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad, Laethas, that you recommended this to me, because I think it's, it's pretty fitting that my first one would be a Yuri visual novel. I won't start it this week because I want to have time to be able to sit and really spend the time to play it uninterrupted. Very excited about that.
You will want to play it uninterrupted.
Yeah, and also I'll probably have to play it like not in the living room. So
that might
just in case I don't.
Might be wise.
But on that note, Laethas, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on my channel, and on Twitter at Laethas. It's pretty nice. I have the name. I don't have any weird stuff. It's just me.
And of course, y'all can find me here on my channel, on Twitter, MommaLuvsManga, on Instagram. I've been a little bit more active on there lately. And you can also follow the Yuricast on Twitter. We don't really use it too much. I kind of get on there and try to engage, but social media. Yeah. But if you would like to follow us on... Go ahead.
Oh, that is going to be where the videos are mostly promoted from, is going to be that channel.
Yes.
Interactions sort of based from that avenue as opposed to one of our personals is kind of what that is going to be used for. So if you have questions specifically for the Yuricast, send a message or at the Yuricast, so that things can be separate to make things easier.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we're easy to find, honestly, and we're always willing to talk to y'all if you have questions.
The next episode will be up in I think 2 weeks, so
pretty soon.
Be excited for that. Episode 2 for real, not
not 1.5.
Unexpected 1.5.
I'm glad we were able to do this, though. This was really
I am
fun.
as well. Big thanks to Irodori Sakura, Irodori Comics, on Takahashi. They're great. So, big thank you to them for the review copies.
Anyway, y'all, have a great one, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.